So let's get into it. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. I'm going to not only be a facilitator here today, but I'm going to do some training. Fair? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start by passing these around, please. Take one. Let me do one. By the way, I have a whole tray of them right there, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Did you pass? Yeah, yeah, please. And by the way, whoever has the most, just throw them behind us or whatever. Next thing I want to do is, let me just toss. If you guys, as you're getting these, split them in half and hand it to the guy next to you. Craig? Dylan? Let me get this down real quick. Pop this up. I'm going to go through a little drill that I open up my seminars with. That's not it. Here it is, common barriers. On these little pink Post-its, keep them to yourself if you would. Everybody needs a pen right now. And what I want to do is go through this little checklist, and I want you to think about your business. Pink is negative, okay? These are things that are stopping you, okay? What are some of your hang-ups right now in your organization, or some, maybe internally, that you'd like to see improved, or something different? And I'm going to, something different. Working without a long-range plan, possibly working without a daily or weekly plan, working on low-priority items, why high-priority items are deferred value. Everybody knows recruiting is a priority, but there's a lot of things that get in the way of it. And it's almost like that red-headed stepchild, that you do it when you got to either get around to it, or you do it when finally it's just urgent to get it done. And a lot of people don't make it their number one priority. So I'm just going to kind of scroll through these, and I'd like for everybody, by the way, don't act like you don't have any problems. So everybody's got to participate in here. And I'd just like for you to write a code word on your own little Post-it here, referring to organizationally, what's going on, accounting, infrastructure, training support, work avoidance behavior, relying unconsciously to do everything equally well. Some things are worth simply not getting done. Perfectionist behavior, we all know that's a time management flaw. Lack of drive, having no clear plan, suffering burnout or stress, procrastination, fear. I begin the same little checklist whenever I train loan officers. And what they do is they start writing down their key words. So if everybody, I'd like for you to think about a couple things that you would like organizationally to see different within your group or within your business right now. It's going to be quiet until we get 2 or 3 of those written down. Just code word. So you don't want people looking at your stuff. What are some of the things you'd like to be able to address that would be different? Better training platform, better onboarding system, more introductions, more leads. And I'm not talking about loan leads, I'm talking about recruiting leads. What would you like to see different? What needs to change? Just a little mini breakdown. I'll tell you a couple loan officer ones I'm hearing almost every day right now. Spending more time fighting getting my loans closed than bringing them in. Organizationally, not getting the support that I need, getting trapped in the minutia of the details of closing the loans instead of allowing me to go out and bring more in. I know one guy who brought in 52 loans in the past 7 weeks, and he's 100% stopped originating loans because he can't get the organizational support to be able to get them closed. They think they're smart because they don't have to hire an extra processor, so they make their loan officers do the processing. What's their title?
You want a new job?
Yeah. What's their title? Loan originator. Folks, I hate to say this, but my business exists for one reason: lazy management. When they're not getting what they need from their management, they retain me to help them. And it blows me away as a trainer consultant. I'm over here thinking, why isn't your manager doing this stuff? I get emails every week from people, Ron, I need somebody to be accountable to. I go, well, where in the hell do you work? I don't do that. I just go, well, here's my consulting contract. Start paying me instead then. By the way, Keller Williams figured this one out. Keller Williams decided we're not going to have our agents paying Mike Ferry and Tom Ferry and Joe Stump and all these other trainers consulting. So what do? They launched their own internal coaching brand. And their loan officers retain their own Keller Williams coaches. They said, we're going to keep that all in-house. Because the other thing I can share with you all right now is I have placed a lot of loan officers in companies. I'm not a recruiter. I don't get paid a dime for doing that, so my opinion's not jaded. But I get a phone call every other day, or I get an email, Ron, thinking about making a company move right now. Who would you recommend? And part of that profile that I have is because of my exposure on Mortgage Coach. You know, I'm getting the ear of 300 to 500 loan officers every week. And so they're looking at making shifts and making moves, and you know, where do I go? What do I do? And so anyways, I want you to think about it for just one more minute. Are we done with this part of the drill? Here's what I want everybody to do. Open up the bag. Get some air in it. Take your problems and put them in the bag. And then just try to roll up the top of it. Keep some air in it. Now, I'm going to respect everybody in this room. Yeah. I'm going to respect everybody in this room in terms of being a thought leader, being a manager, and I'm not going to treat you as loan officers here. So I'm going to finish the drill that I would normally finish the next day or at the end of the one day. Brady, could you pass around those green ones? Show me one. Thanks. We're going to go through the book in just a few minutes. We're going to open it up and start to go. What you may want to do is use these Post-its. Grab this real quick. And as we're going through the workbook, the outline, items that have aha moments for you, you may want to tag them. And you may want to make a little note to this to be able to keep the workbook clean. It's totally up to you. Now, if you like writing on your book, go ahead and write on your book. You want me to send you a PDF copy of it after the workshop? I'll send you a PDF copy. It's about 19 megs. I'll send it through yousendit.com. So as you're taking notes, I'd love for you to be able to make a little tab on a page that has an aha moment or something that you want to take action on. Now, typically what I would do at the end of, let's say, a 4-hour training or a one-day training, I'm going to close the drill right now just so you guys can see the loop being closed here. Hopefully by the end of tomorrow, you're going to have a lot of green tabs hanging out. Then the goal is to be able to get everybody to consolidate all the green tabs on the cover of their book. Because then you got all your aha moments. And then the goal is to compare your problems with solutions. And then at the end of the day, what I basically say to the people is, you can take your problems with you, or you can start working on your solutions. And for a little effect, how many of you just want to get rid of your problems? You got your action list? By the way, for those of you, you like that drill a little bit, because I believe without a doubt, the business that we're all in this room, developing people, I will be emailing you guys, all of you, a zipped file with all of the letters, all of the outlines, all the materials that I'm going to use here today. I'm not going to give it to you today. Not everything's printed in part of this manual. What you see on the screen right now is that training outline that I just walked you through. Word by word, what to say, how to be able to execute it with your loan officers, how to be able to do it. Because I believe without a doubt, this is the image I absolutely love. I've done this for many of my clients that really get that aha moment, and all of a sudden they start to grow their business, or they start to go through branch expansion. This is the key. Can't grow an organization if you're still originating loans. It's tough to do. It's tough to do. Anybody here ever go to the orchestra, the Pops concerts, or anything like that? You always got that one guy in the penguin suit up there waving the baton, right? By the way, what instrument is he playing? He's directing. He's leading. He's not picking up a sax. He's not playing a trumpet. He's orchestrating. That's what great managers do, is they orchestrate. And I've got dozens of clients around the country where when they finally get it and they actually figure out how to get out of originating loans by creating either the no LO model or the team model, and they're orchestrating and guiding and they're not actually doing it. I actually have a little source where I mail them one of these wands in a wooden box with the plaque on it. It says, "Congratulations, Maestro," and their name. They put it on their desk because it reminds them. It's symbolic of reminding them what it is I need to do. I need to train. I need to lead. I need to guide. I need to orchestrate. So with that said, that's my little opening. I'm going to close this. Just a quick little show of hands. How many of you might try to use that in a training? Anybody in here? Yeah. Hope you do.